to Breawna in Counseling. I'm Breawna Hood and I'm here to talk to you about 5 ways you can change your life in the next 6 months. Before I start, I ask that you please like this video for the algorithm so that YouTube can do its thing. Also, subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more of me. On this channel, I talk about ways you can improve your life, anything regarding grad school, any tips and tricks to navigate life in your 20s, and also my personal journey from grad school to private practice. In the next 6 months, you can change your life by just falling back, not announcing a thing, and just doing the work. Just keep in mind that these are just suggestions on ways that you can improve your life. I'm not a certified counselor. I'm simply in grad school for school counseling, but I would love to share with you a bunch of tips and tricks to improve your life. So the first step is to disappear. Laser focus on who you want to be in the next few months. Let go of anything that is holding you back. That means if you have to get off of social media, or if you have to block a certain phone number, then you need to do that. You can also add in reducing social media scrolling. Be a little bit more self-responsible and take ownership for your life. Only you can control it. You can't just let life happen to you. You have to take control of it. Grab the bull by the horns, as they say. At the same time, don't self-criticize yourself. I mean, no one's perfect. Just because you see Sally, Becky, and Susan doing something over here doesn't mean that you don't have a lot going on for yourself. Because you don't know what's going on in their life. They could be having some troubles too. They just don't announce those. Everything that you see on social media, typically people are only posting their highlights. They're not posting the times where they're being stood up on a date, or if they're really late on their rent and they only have 5 days to pay it. So know yourself and focus on yourself. The next step you should try is adding some stuff into your life. Add things that are important to you. Try creating a morning and a night routine. In that, you can practice self-care. Add some hobbies and activities that you look forward to weekly. Any of those things that you're adding are complete without your friendships and connections, so make sure you add that in there too. If you can, try to do both. For example, I like to do Bible study, but I also like hanging out with my friends. So to incorporate friendships with that, I typically have Bible study with friends of mine. So the next step is creating habit. I have a few examples of habits you can take. So here's the list. 30 minutes of exercise 5 times a week. Daily walks and time outside. Journaling. Not allowing yourself to do social media scrolling before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. That's actually one of my favorite ones and I use it myself. Reading or a podcast. Focusing on your tasks for specific time blocks. I talked about in another video where I do 15 to 20 minutes of studying and then I take a 5-minute break. That's a great way to break up your time of doing any task. That could be cleaning, reading, writing, anything that you like. Try having a midweek and an end of week cleanup of your house. Eat whole and unprocessed foods. Drinking lots of water and herbal tea. Reducing added sugar. Getting 8 or more hours of sleep. Taking supplements that are going to aid in whatever health conditions that you have. And I highly suggest taking this one, and it is setting boundaries for yourself. Any one of those habits will enhance your overall well-being and health. Alright, the next step to take is doing some deep inner work with yourself. Put effort into all of your goals. That could be work and career goals, personal goals, or even creative goals. Work intentionally and with a purpose. You can also do this in therapy. Talk to a therapist about it. This is not about participating in hustle culture and grinding. Grinding should be all of your life, not just for money purposes. There's no way you can complete your goals if you're not well rested, if you're hungry all the time, or if you're scrolling on social media all day. There's no downside to limiting screen time. And this leads to the last step of changing your life in the next 6 months. Shift your mindset. Try, for example, giving yourself a 2-minute rule. If whatever task you know that you have to complete would take less than 2 minutes, just do it right away. Just knock it out, do it now. Set small... I can hear the garbage truck outside. Okay, so if you guys, hopefully you guys can hear me very well still, but try setting achievements that are small instead of big ones. Let's say, for example, you want to lose 50 pounds in the next year. Would it make more sense to say, I want to lose 50 pounds in the next year and make out this big elaborate plan that you don't know what's going to happen over the next year? Or would you rather say, I want to lose 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks? This plan is, I'm really getting like flabbergasted and this recycling bin man is like throwing me off. Anyway, so it makes more sense to try to lose 5 pounds in 2 weeks than is to do 50 pounds in a whole year. You don't know what's going to happen next year. What if you lose more? What if you lose less? You don't want to be down on yourself. 5 pounds in 2 weeks is definitely doable. Also, prioritize your recovery. Without any rest, you can't complete these goals. Like I said before, you can't complete your goals if you're going to be tired all the time. Unfollow some accounts that don't do you any good. Sometimes when I see a particular tweet, I know it's going to make me mad. I don't know why I click it, and it's making me upset just reading the comments. When instead I could have just avoided it in the first place by pressing not interested in this post or hopping off the app altogether. Try a new hobby, like for example, pickleball. I really like pickleball. I really encourage anybody out here to try it. You can do yoga, you can do Pilates. I really like reading. One of my good friends and me, we like to read a lot together and tell each other about stories that we've read. I really want to update you guys when I finish reading this book. I'm reading The Burnout by Sophie Kinsella. Let me tell you, that is a slow burn, but once that burn gets to burning, you can also just try something like really small, like walking every day, walking everywhere. Walk 3 hours a day if you can. Or you can do something big like learning a new instrument or learning a new language. The options are endless. But all in all, the one thing we do need to do right now is say to ourselves, dear me, in the next 6 months, I'm going to make you so proud. I have a lot of goals for myself, and I hope that you have goals for yourself as well. Write them down if you can, so you can revisit those goals and see how much progress you made. So I'd love if everybody can comment down below how you envision your life 6 months from now. And 6 months from now, I hope to hear some news back in a later video. And between then and now, I will be posting all types of content, my own personal grad school content, life tips like this, and grad school tips. So just remember to like and subscribe for more content. And remember, Breawna takes care.